Do you have a hard time telling people about your ADHD? It may make sense for a variety of reasons, and one of those is that, believe it or not, 70% of Americans feel that ADHD is overdiagnosed, according to the Merck manuals. And yet, when you have ADHD, you are really impacted by it in a variety of ways. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Maram, and here you're going to get strategies and tips for real life solutions and understanding to help you with your ADHD or being wired differently, or loved ones that you know, understanding them better. And then there was also this idea that people outgrew ADHD. So somehow when you were an adult, you didn't have it anymore. And that's not true. I was diagnosed and I decided to okay, do I really have it? How's it gonna be? Do I take medication? Decided to take the medication, and my psychiatrist encouraged me. I was going away on a meditation retreat, and it's like I'd been there before. I hadn't had medication. I was gonna wait, like my parents had talked about. Okay, I'm not really working while I'm on a retreat, so I should just wait until I get back. And my psychiatrist was like, no, I really want you, please take it while you're on the retreat. And so I did, and it was just amazing. It was so much easier for me to sit still. And I would have never believed it had I not had that experience. And I'm very grateful, because then I get to share it with others around this issue of medication. And maybe if we just tried harder, if we just wanted to more, or if there was more punitive punishment, then maybe that would make us do some things. And it's really not about that. Our brains are wired differently. I'm going to encourage you to reach out and to get real facts and real understanding about ADHD. It's very much an invisible disability. And some of my friends, it's like, but you're so smart. Well, it doesn't matter how smart you are. Having ADHD has nothing to do with intelligence. But what is hard when you're smart is that people have these high expectations of you, and you might have high expectations of yourself, and then get totally frustrated because you're not able to do what you want to do, what others can do. They're getting further ahead, and you're struggling a whole lot more, and then people just don't really see it, okay? But you do need to get a good diagnosis, because at times there's other things that can be getting in the way. And that doesn't mean just because you may have trauma or early childhood trauma, or you've got sensory processing things where you're more sensitive, and having some other strategies, some sensory strategies wouldn't be helpful. And then there's also learning issues. It's important to find that out, because at times your vision, if it's not working together correctly and your eyes are jumping all over the page, it may not be ADHD. It may be that your eyes, you need some developmental eye therapy, and there are places to go for that, to help your eyes work better together and focus better together, and then you become less fatigued. And you get to read. It's easier reading, and you have more energy, and you get to sustain your attention. It's really hard paying attention if your eyes aren't working well together. And yet, if you do have ADHD, it can be combined with any one of those things, okay? If this has been helpful, put a brain in the comments below, okay? And remember, when you're wired differently, there is hope. There are strategies that work, and you can create a life you love living.